What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video today. Today we're going to be talking about my number one reason why stacking precious metals beats every other investment you can make. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, everybody. So right off the bat, I know I'm going to get people saying, oh my gosh, Platinum Beast, I totally made money over here doing stocks. I made money over here when I bought real estate in 2008. I made money over here when I bought cryptocurrency yesterday and sold it today. Whatever the case may be, I get it. You can make money in other places, all right? But today we're going to be talking about the number one reason why I think you should be stacking precious metals and the number one reason to stack precious metals, all right? And yes, that includes silver, all right, and platinum, and yes, even gold, all right? Now, what's the number one reason you should be stacking, Platinum Beast? Or in my opinion, at least, what is the number one reason? All right, here it is. It's a liquid physical investment money asset. All right. Now that's a whole bunch of words that don't really go together the way they oughta, but you get what I'm saying. All right. This is a physical investment. You invest in a physical asset here. Okay. This is not stocks on a computer screen or a cell phone screen. These are not cryptocurrencies on a computer screen or a cell phone screen. These are physical assets. All right. Silver, gold, and platinum. Now, you could make an argument for real estate and certain types of collectibles, Rolex watches, all kinds of things hold their value in our society. You know, you buy a Lamborghini and you never put any miles on it and you keep it in a garage that's air conditioned and all this stuff, then maybe it's worth more sometime in the future. But hear me out, all right? This is simply put the best thing you can physically hold that is an investment sort of vehicle, okay? You buy this with the hopes that the price will go up, and historically it has. It's not without its downfalls, it's not without its dips, but historically it has fared pretty well in different type of economic climates. All three precious metals, silver, gold, and platinum, okay? So it's physical, and why does it being physical make it the number one thing to do? Why is that the number one reason you should stack is because it's physical, Platinum Beast? Well, I don't know about y'all, but I've heard from other people in the stacking community, and this has happened to me personally as well. Banking has gone more and more and more digital across all aspects, right? You put money in your bank, that's a digital number on a screen. You buy stocks, it's no longer paper stocks. You buy cryptocurrency, that was never physical, okay? Everything is going digital. We are going into a completely digital world. We have AI coming out. We have all these different things coming out. More and more jobs deal with computers than they do hard manual labor these days, and so on and so forth, okay? You even go to McDonald's and you use a computer to make an order. You don't order with a human anymore. I mean, everything is going digital, all right? Now, with that being said, this will never go digital, all right? Never. Silver, platinum, gold. Now, I know I'm going to get comments. What about SLV? What about GLD? All right, hush. All right? Stop with all that foolishness. Because we know that those stocks and ETFs and stuff, they're just paper forms of this. And they're not even paper. They're digital forms of this, all right? Because you don't get a paper share anymore. Even when you buy mining companies, even when you buy whatever ETF holds, precious metals, blah, 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 all that good stuff, all right? So buying this stuff physical is already number one because it's not digital, all right? What's another reason for physical being its number one thing about it? Well, a lot of people have been talking about, including in the stacking community, how they've been taken advantage of, myself included. I haven't talked about it, but I have had times where somehow, some way or another, somebody got a hold of my debit card information, all right, or my credit card information or whatever. and they used it to buy some dumb thing online way far away from where I live or anything like that. Just crazy stuff. So what ends up happening, Platinum Beast, in that situation when someone steals your debit card or credit card or whatever information? You have to call the bank. You have to say, hey, this wasn't me. This is fraud. I need y'all to take care of this. All right? If it's a credit card, you're not liable under U.S. law for debts that you were not responsible for. So if someone steals your credit card information, you're protected. That's on the credit card company to go and find out what happened with the money, but that's not on you. With debit cards, it gets a little bit more sketchy. Most banks are willing to work with you if it's a small amount, but if it's an extreme amount, they're under no real obligation under law, unless it was in the agreement you signed when you made the bank account, to reimburse you the funds. However, in my experience with my banks, they have reimbursed the funds. But that happens all the time. It's happened to me. It's happened to my relatives. It's happened to my friends. It's happened to all kinds of people, okay? But ain't nobody taking this and using it online. All right, nobody's taking this gold and using it online anywhere. This is in my hand, and it will be in my hand unless somebody outright robs me. Now, robbery is still a risk, right? So when you stack precious metals, you're risking somebody coming in your house and saying, give me all your precious metals, or I'll shoot you and your whole family, all right? I hope this video doesn't get totally taken down because of that, but regardless, that is what can happen when you own physical investment vehicles, right? But if you're smart about it, you live in a nice neighborhood, you live in a secure place, you stash it away somewhere very secure and hidden or whatever, you don't have to worry too much about that. I have so much stuff in this house that I live in that it would take eons to go through everything, all right? It's just crazy. So I could just put it in some inconspicuous place, and it may take people an eternity to actually find my precious metals. And most of my precious metals, I keep at a completely different location. So there's that too. So there's ways to protect yourself as far as people taking your precious metals physically from your hand. But since it's not digital, it's a lot more difficult to take. Like I said, someone has to actually rob you, right? They will commit a felony, a real crime with real time. They will be risking that when they rob you of your precious metals. Most people don't want to risk that. Some people might go on the dark web and just pay to have some fake credit card thing because they'll use that to buy something they want. It'll get shipped to their house. The bank won't have time to deal with $100, $200, and they'll just go about business and just write it off on losses on the end of the year. So those types of crimes kind of go unnoticed and unchecked because they're just not seen as a priority, right? But robbery and your local law enforcement will most likely say, we don't want people being robbed in our community. We're going to hunt down these robbers, all right? If you live in a good community that supports its law enforcement. Not everyone does, but that's another decision you kind of got to make, especially if you're going to keep a lot of this stuff on hand. So that's the number one reason why you should be stacking precious metals. It's a physical investment vehicle. Again, it shouldn't be your only investment portfolio. It should not be the only thing you are buying and selling and holding and making money off of. But that's the number one reason why you should be stacking, in my opinion, okay? If you watched the end of this video, you heard me say in my opinion. If you commented immediately at the beginning of this video, you probably told me I'm just silly. But regardless, thanks so much, everyone, for watching the video today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is this the number one reason why you think people should be stacking? Now, I get it. Gold, silver, platinum, all of them, they're all good. They all have good reasons to buy. But do you think the number one reason is because it's physical? Because I don't know about y'all, but these credit card companies and banks and digital stuff, it gets hacked all the time. And you can try your best to use a VPN or whatever to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, that's going to find a workaround too at some point. And it's just a matter of time before someone takes your digital dollars out of your digital bank account and you just never see that money again. But with this, there's no risk. So let me know what y'all think down below. With all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.